So I've decided to do a video on my bug out bag and what I would take with me in case, the shit hits the fan, or zombie apocalypse as some people call it, which pretty much is just a translation for the thousands and thousands of people from the city that are going to be coming through. I'm in the suburbs, right near a major city, so that would be a problem for me. So my plan would actually bug out to get away from those people. My main bag is a Kelty. I got the darker color like this, so if I had to hide it in the brush or anything like that, it would blend in. My ammunition and any gun things for my guns I keep in this Maxpedition. I got one box of XM855 green tips in the house. I also keep one in the trunk, and then the AR-15. So when you're planning your bug out bag, you got to have the five essentials that five categories, which is food, water, fire, shelter, and then self-defense. Obviously, those are my basics that I plan on. So just going in here, I keep everything kind of separate. In this pouch, I keep some food. I have some energy bars, these mainstays. I've got a bunch of those situated around. I also have a platypus bottle for storing and carrying water. If it's flat, it's good to keep in the bag. Then if you need water to carry it around, but for just the bug out bag, it's good to go. Also in this, deck of cards, just for wasting time. Obviously you're going to have a lot of time on your hands. Another energy bar. A little piece of beef jerky. I just kind of grab some random things and just stuff it in there from time to time. And nut roll. And then some spice that I got at one of the gun shows or somewhere. Then in the main, that's a side pouch, a little food and water. I also keep in my big front pouch. You need to have everything organized, so if you do have to get to it quick or you need something. I have some freeze-dried fruit. Some freeze-dried, I've got got blueberries and strawberries. Hash browns O'Brien. 3-berry cobbler. Beef stroganoff, chocolate mudslide pie. So I got 2 fruits, 2 desserts, and 2 meals. I also have a lot of little emergency water bags, just to get to quick. This isn't a permanent solution. It's just something to get you by until you can get, a little long-term, more long-term of, just to get you settled in, pretty much. Now on my right side, I keep that long-term. I got a little fishing kit, survival fishing kit. This is the fire side, so some kindling, some dry matches, or dry kindling, stormproof matches, fire paste, the blast match, necessity with the wet fire cube. I keep them in the pouch because obviously I want to use that cardboard if I needed a fire. Just some extra paper as well from another one. Some extra old crappy stormproof matches. Just a regular old lighter. You gotta have multiple ways to keep the fire or to start the fire, and some more just random wet fire cubes on that side. Now going up to the top, the very top. This is where I keep the first aid. Down here I've got just some random stuff, a couple bars of soap. I've got penicillin I saved, some ibuprofen, some prescription ibuprofen in here, the real strong stuff, and then in here some painkillers I saved from an old surgery, in case something serious happens. At least I got that. Condom, of course. Multiple uses. Little first aid kit. Just one that just came, some alcohol pads, some tape, whatever. Just generic little first aid kit I stuff in the top. Toilet paper, a must. Now you're not going to be wanting to, if you don't know what you're doing out there, you might grab some the wrong type of leaf. Some Celox. For those of you that don't know what Celox is, it's like a powder that for serious cuts you pour it on there. It will quickly stop the blood, clot the blood. Celox, there's also the Quick Clot that a lot of people see. The Celox, I have both Quick Clot and that. I also have this. Here's the Quick Clot, which is a first response clotting sponge. So it's not the powder, it's actually a sponge. This I was able to get with a, some of these are restricted for the different kinds, but there are some civilian ones that are available, like the smaller pouches. This one is not. This I had to get with an ID. I also have some just lidocaine patches, just in case for sore muscles or whatever. Just grab things, as you just slowly build it. You never know what's going to come in handy. Just do it yourself. You don't have to just use those generic lists on TV, because there's always a use for everything. Just a little on the back pad. So that was the first. Now there's the back pouch. Just a little travel toothpaste and toothbrush. Okay, what else we got in here? Soap, some cologne. Why not? For those dates in the deep woods. Neck and shoulder rub. Some shampoos, stuff for bathing. I also have some more bath cloths, wet wipes. Just some extra Ziploc bags, a couple of extra Ziploc bags in there. So that was a deeper pocket. A glow stick. Another pain relieving patch. Another flat wet wipe pouch. They're flat, store easy, multiple uses out there. A green glow stick. A life straw. I might put this in a different pocket, maybe with the water. But the life straw, you come across a stream, you could just drink it right out of the water. Also fill your canteen to save it, but this will, went for, I think, around 20 bucks. Definitely worth it. Should have this in everyone's bug out bag. But that keeps that water clean. Just a little razor, and then some aqua cleaner. You got you got your short-term water that I have in those little bags. Then I've got the life straw, and then I also have just a little water purification drops, just for some bigger stuff or some dirtier water, however you need to do it. Extra twine, you never know. It's not the paracord, and then another just extra box of razor blades. That's it for the top. Now let's get into the meat of this. And what was one of our things? Shelter. I'd like to buy a Hennessy hammock, which is it's like a tent hammock. That's on my list of things to buy. Once you get into putting a bug out bag together, it never doesn't really stop. You just kind of keep growing on it. You get to a point where you're comfortable with everything you have, but there's always improvement, always things you can get. So I got this tarp for cheap online. I think it was only like 10-15 bucks, 10 by 12 camouflage tarp. If I needed to make a little shelter, I've got that. Little scarf. I live in the Midwest, so we have some brutal winters, so definitely, depending on where you live, what is going to be in your bag. So I definitely need some cold weather gear. This is just a rolled up black t-shirt. I also have rain gear. Got to stay dry. I have a rain suit. My camo, I have some extra socks. I pack a lot of socks and underwear. Belt. Multiple uses. Now the rain jacket or pants. And then we have the camouflage. Regular outer pants. And then my hunting jacket, which is waterproof and warm. Corn falling off of there from hunting season. Just another extra pair of just camouflage pants. Another belt. Never know what's going to come in handy. And then down here in the bottom, I have my boots. Let's see here. Get in there. Keep the boots in the bottom. And I got these just recently, specifically for the bug out bag. Which are these Rocky SV2s, or S2Vs, whatever they are. Very soft, very light, very warm. Very comfortable. So good for, you know, long-term hiking, cold weather. Got those. I keep it way in the bottom. They came with this little survival grenade, which is more paracord with a little survival kit in the middle of it, inside of it. Comes with a couple hooks, some snare wire, a little fire starter, and then actually the good thing about these boots, these are actual, the Rocky actually makes the military, a lot of military boots. So if I go inside here, take this out, you know, this is nice bright pink. If you needed to flash someone down, if it was a survival situation. And down in the bottom, right there, if I could see it, sticking right there, that orange thing is, if I can get it out, a fire starter. Boom, pops out. Start the fire with that. Very hot. Little blast, another little blast match. Sits right in that cavity. And then in the other one is 2 fire cubes. Stick that back in there. Obviously these are bright pink for a reason. If I needed to flash someone down in an emergency situation, you got your fire right there in your boots, if I'd be wearing them. Get that back in there. I'll get that later. Anyway, I've got this little, you know, so I just grabbed the one bag. It's already packed up. You know, get out of Dodge. 1 box ammo here, 1 in the trunk. And then here's where I keep my ammunition. I've got a little filtered water bottle here. A steel survival water bottle. It's got a wider top on it. It's stainless steel, so if I needed to cook some of that food on the fire, yeah, I could actually use it. You're not supposed to use the aluminum. That's when stuff starts getting there. This bag is very heavy, so obviously I'm not going to be. It's a couple 100 pounds filled with ammo. Just got some of this is just for fun. I have it just picked up, so I just stored it in here. Exploding targets, so don't worry about those. Those are not for the bug out bag. But I've got in the pouches up here. You never know, I'm outside of a big city. So I've got some tablets in case of a nuclear attack. Take these KIO3s. They fill up your thyroid with iodine, so this is pretty much just iodine. Fills it up, so when the nuclear radiation comes, that's pretty much how your body absorbs the radiation is through your thyroid, so that would be filled from this. Hopefully you wouldn't get any poisoning. Another little belt strap, another quick clot I keep in the gun bag. Some extra crazy glue, tape, random stuff in here. Some extra little shot shells for the 22 earplugs. I also have a Henry Survival 22 long. Find a spot for it here. There it is. Just the butt fits right in the bag. I'll do another video on the gun specifically later, but just a 22 long. Everything's in here. It floats in the water if you drop it. I have a bunch of extra magazines. A couple boxes of 22 long in there. My AR-15 tool. I have a Lewis machine tool I'll show you in a minute. AR-15 ammo, shooting gloves. I also have a 45, which I'll get to. Get these magazines out of the way. And a 5.7 holster for that. A lot of magazines. One side I keep the 45, the other I keep my 5.7 FN Hurstel. I've got about 1,000 rounds of that, about 500 rounds 45, and about 1,000 rounds for my AR-15 in the different boxes loaded into magazines. Extra magazines in the front, so it's loaded. Got a lot of, you never know. I'm obviously not going to be carrying that around long term. But then all of a sudden we get to my favorite piece of the puzzle, and my little Black Hawk